Hey guys, it is Tanya and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today I am going to be starting a multi-part series where we're going to be building a house, a lot, in real time, so welcome to Let's Build a Farm Part 1. As we just got the Cottage Living expansion pack, I thought it could be really fun to build on the 64 by 64 lot in this world. This is Old Mill Hill, and we've got a lot of space to work with. I don't typically build on 64 by 64s, which is the largest lot size in the game, and so we're going to do that together and kind of build this in real time. I'm going to talk about my thought process as we go through a build and get feedback from you guys, and then we will continue in the next part and see how far we get. So the only thing I know I want to do based on the other builds I have done so far with this pack is, instead of putting the house in the middle of the lot, I'm thinking I'm going to put it closer to the back and have the farmland in the front. I think that could look really nice and not split up the grounds so much, so we're using up too much space for like not important uses, if that makes sense. Because when I did that before, I just had a lot of empty space in the front of the lot and had a very squeezed in area out back for our like crops and animals and stuff like that. So I think what I want to do is build something out the back, and I have a vague idea of what I want it to be shaped like. We'll come back to this. I just want to sort of plan out where I think the house might go, so we can plan out the rest of the lot accordingly. So I'm kind of thinking something like so. I want it to be a fairly simple shape and have some fun with the roofing as well as with the decorations on the outside, lots of plants growing all around. We'll see what happens, but I'm just gonna connect these pieces. To be honest, this looks a little bit big, so I might place down some windows and see if it still looks that way. Okay, I think shrinking it has helped a little bit here. A lot of the references I've been seeing, plus a lot of the builds that are in town that the Game Changers created, have these roofs that actually come down like further, and then there's windows coming out of them. It's kind of hard to explain, and it seems that they achieved it with half walls, so I do want to experiment with that as well. I'm not exactly sure what pitch of the roof I want. Maybe I'll do this front piece first. Do I want to do a thatched roof here or not? I'm actually not sure. I will play around with that idea, but I feel like we could use just a regular roof here. But these are really pretty, and I love the roof details that come with them. I might do this for now, and you guys could let me know what you think, and we could always change it later. So I'm gonna grab the same roof and put it here. Also, I'm gonna be coming back to this house. I'm not gonna be decorating the whole thing right now. I just want to get a general shape going for this, and I'm kind of thinking the house might be too big. Okay, and then if we drag this roof line down, we can try to make those window pieces that I see a lot in the architecture like this. So I'm kind of thinking something like this, but we're gonna make them taller to meet up with the roof. Okay, that just about meets up on the roof on that side. On this side, we can do that as well. There is going to be a little bit of a gap, but I think it'll be okay. And then with that, we're going to have to move the roof piece over so we can have parts of the build actually come out with the regular walls. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Have that drag over, bring in the eaves, and then bring it over into the middle as well and place that so it matches up, but drag in that piece. Yeah, okay. Then if I move this piece over here as well and drag it over, we have that same half wall situation going on the other side, and we can grab a roof piece to put up here. I think that looks pretty good. Is this side dragged in on both sides? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty in line with what I've been seeing. I'm thinking about getting some roof trim down here. Not roof trim, what do I call this? Exterior trim, just to separate out the space a little bit, and maybe even some awnings as well, because we're using a window up here that has the like roof texture above it. So maybe we want an awning to match that. I mean, we do have these guys, which I could kind of see being somewhere, maybe for the front door. Maybe if I placed like one of these over here, that could kind of mimic the roof that we created upstairs. And these two textures match, which is now making me feel like I don't want the thatched roof. I think that's kind of cute. I'm also going to try moving these pieces over to see if I can fit a second one of these in here, because I think that might look nice. All right, mimic that, and then I need to fix the roof trims. Something about this I think looks a little off. I might make these a little bit taller. I do think I like that better. And this is going to be the side that accesses the farmland. I might do like some sort of greenhouse or sunroom over here. I think that could look nice. I'm also going to pull this back. I want to minimize the amount of clipping we have over here with the roof, so I'm going to do it this way. Drag that in, and then it extends into that space. And then if I copy this roof piece, it'll stay at the same pitch as the rest of the house, and I can drag it out. Honestly, that looks kind of nice as is, so I think what I might do instead of having this whole room be glass is I might mess around with the roof again and have just the middle piece be like a sunroof sort of situation, like a little skylight. So I have a middle piece here, and I'm going to use the glass on that, and I'm actually going to drag those eaves in because I'm also going to get one of these roof pieces, the half gabled roof, and I'm going to make sure I have G pressed on my keyboard so I can see the grid, and I'm going to place that up here as well and position it over the top of that section, but only on the first piece, and then I'm going to drag the eave in on the bottom and make sure that is painted the same way, so that way we can get the effect of this having like a glass piece in the middle but not extending all the way to the end. So I'm going to go ahead and just put that on the other side as well. And if you have the clipping like this where the glass is kind of combining with the other texture, if you just lower the roof down slightly in the middle, you can get rid of that. Okay, I think that's a pretty good start for this. I'll probably have like a fireplace or chimney over on this side. Probably maybe like one of these guys where it's like off center maybe, and then have like a roof piece connecting the sides to make it more of a slant. Just gonna grab this roof piece over here, drag it over, get all of the eaves down, drag it up really high up, and then we're gonna just paint it for now just a black. I'm not sure what we're gonna make it in the end, but I think that achieves the general idea I want to go for this build. I know we don't have many doors or windows yet, but I think this is a good starting spot for the actual building, and we should start planning out this giant 64 by 64 lot. Okay, so this is the front of the lot, and it starts right around here, so we probably want some sort of fence. I'm kind of thinking we're going to want to use the stone fence that just came with this pack. Probably a gate like this because it's a similar wood tone. Because of that, we're going to want to get the matching fence. Is it that one or this one? Or this? Oh, it's this one. It's like this nice green color. I like that. Okay. I might even do 2 of these fences. I'm going to place down a front door. I feel like this sort of house would potentially have maybe one of these doors. I think that's really pretty. I think the front door will go over there. That will help us figure out the land because I think I'm going to draw some terrain paint coming from that door. I'm going to do a little pathway here from the door to somewhere. I suppose this could kind of wrap over here to the entrance. That's a nice swooping motion. And then we could probably make it so it gets wider down here and like comes into a narrower path. From there, I kind of think it would be nice if we actually had like a fake driveway situation for like tractors and stuff. I think that would be realistic, and then that could be a good skill building room as well. So maybe if we had like a driveway over here to another building. I'm just gonna grab this right here, and that's just gonna be the start of what we're thinking for maybe a little garage space or skill building room. We could even potentially have more than one. With that, we have this whole area that's a little bit awkward. I might even extend this out a little bit more just to plan for it, and maybe have it be more barn shaped on top. And then we have all of this extra space that's going to be hard to utilize for crops or for animals. So I'm kind of thinking that area could potentially be for water. We could have a pond of some sort over there. So let me play around with these settings here and see if we can get something cool going on. All right, let's see how that looks. That's not too bad. I'm also going to play around with the roof while I'm over here. So I'm going to grab some pieces here and see if we can start getting an idea for the roof. I pull this across the top, move in the eaves, and then get a half gabled. We should be able to achieve the look I was mentioning before, which is sort of a barn roof. We just want these pieces to line up on the sides here. and then I can drag it across. There is a little bit of a gap there. I'm adjusting it ever so slightly by holding down Alt while I'm dragging the roof piece up. All right, that looks pretty good. Let's drag that across and then duplicate it and place it on the other side as well. And then I'm going to lower this piece down. And then I'll just grab the same roof piece to put on the side. I'm also thinking we're going to have a walkway that brings you between a couple of different areas here. I'm sort of thinking we'll have the animal sheds towards the back because it'll be easier to look over the crops and have a clearer view of the whole lot. Whereas if we have sheds up front, that's gonna block off your view of the rest of the lot. So let me see if I can grab some animal sheds. I'm not really sure how many I want to grab. I know I want to have a few chicken coops. Let's grab a few of these. Maybe we'll do 4. We'll figure out how I want to lay those out. I think they're going to be closer to the house so you can go easily grab your eggs in the morning. That's another reason to have all of the sheds there. Maybe we'll have 4 of each. I'm also thinking there'll probably be a door over on this side. Yeah, let's do something like this. I think something like that would be good because then that gives you space for the chickens and space for the cows and llamas, and that goes across there. Because I'm thinking crops will go in this front area, but then we're gonna have all of this other space I'm not sure what to do with. We could put more water, or we could have different types of crops. We could also have more animals. I'm not really sure what I want to do with the space. And all of this could change. I'm waiting to hear what you guys say about this. This is basically the equivalent of me doing a Twitch stream building, but here on YouTube instead. So we get to work together, which is really exciting. I haven't done one of these in a while. Actually, if you're interested, I have done a few in the past where I created a bakery once before and also an A-frame house, kind of step by step through my thought process. All right, I extended the fence along the border over here, and I think I'm gonna do, let me actually extend it all the way to the edge here for now so we can try and enclose some of the animal sheds and coops and stuff. I might even line this up with the edge of this building. So over one more. Yeah, I think that could work. And then if I get this fence over here, we could probably do something kind of fun with it potentially. I want it to not be like just a square. So I'm thinking something like this for the chicken area. And I will figure out how I want to place these a little bit later. And then for the cows, I think they will have more space. Actually, we might adjust the chicken area a little bit. They can have more space over here. Let's do that. Really funky shaped area for them, but I kind of like it. I want to make sure we have plenty of area. I wish this could be rounded. I could put a floor there and make it rounded. I am tempted. Should I do that? I don't think so, because I'm going to want to put terrain paint and stuff around. So it's probably not a good idea. Now I'm not really sure where this is headed. I suppose we could have another building over here. This could also be like a little supply area or a place to put like trash cans and things you might need for the farming. It could be an outhouse. Some sort of building over here I think might be a good idea. I'm not sure if I need a fence for this because I don't think these animals can actually leave, so I might just put an opening, but I definitely want a fence for the chickens. So I'm gonna put that in the middle there, and then we can kind of have a walkway into both areas. So we'll have one like that and also one like so. I'm gonna have that extend inward a little bit, and we're gonna make that a little softer because then I'm also going to change it over to like dirt and other materials. I just want it to like look like it transitions. So let's grab some garden bloom dirt and kind of spread that around in this area and also in the chicken area. Want it to look like it transitions there. Also gonna add some other types of grass, like for little pops of different colors. Drag that around a little bit to make it look a little bit more realistic. Ooh, some of this green is also kind of cool. I use so many different terrain paints, but I'm gonna pop into, I'm gonna make sure move objects is on first, and then I'm gonna pop into the show hidden objects catalog or the debug catalog, and also show live edit objects as well. I typed those in the cheap art, and then if I go down here, type in debug, click on that, I am in that catalog, but I also want to filter by cottage living. Specifically, what I want to grab here is some of the grasses and stuff. I think that would look really nice to have around the animal sheds because they're going to be munching on it and stuff. So having that detail, I think, would look nice. I also wouldn't mind having some like mushrooms and stuff around here. I think that could look quite cute. So I'm gonna grab a couple of those. Definitely want the tractor. Let me go put the tractor over here. Here are some of the grass pieces I wanted. I want some of these ones, and then there's a shorter grass that takes up a lot more space if I can find it. Yeah, this one right here. I'm gonna put a few of these around, and I might scale them up too. I think a big tree back here might look nice as well, and I think this one's really pretty. Might use like a little tree over this way somewhere. Maybe like between those two. I like to try and figure out where to place trees based on where there's like some empty space. But I don't want to fully block something, so I'm not going to put that right there because then it's fully blocking that. I would put a smaller tree right there though, because it's not going to block the house. Definitely want to get lots of plants around. I'll probably have something like that over there. And I'm going to want to have ivy and wisteria all over this house. I think that could look really pretty. And the pieces in debug are so nice. Like, look at this piece. Hello? I'm gonna have to size it down though because it's a little bit too big. I think that works. And then I could probably put this piece over here. Definitely want to get more of this around the house. I think sizing it up looks really nice as well. And there's some cooler pieces in debug, which is so helpful. Okay, I think it's time to add some windows to kind of see this place come together a little bit more. And I think that's looking so cute. Okay, I'm very excited about this. Yeah, I like this. I like this quite a bit. All right, and we'll get a side door over here. Oh, for this building, I'm kind of tied between using some of the new things we got and using some of the stuff that we've gotten with previous packs. I think I might use stone on the bottom and like the connected pieces here, but maybe some of the wallpaper from Get Together on the rest of it. Let me actually fix these. I really love this cobblestone, so I think I'm gonna go with that. And then Get Together came with these really beautiful wallpapers that I think we could definitely utilize here. I mean, that is really nice. If we do a general one for most of it, and then maybe we do this piece for the roof. I do like that, but is it too busy? We could also do some end pieces to have a little bit more detail to each space. My only little bit of uncertainty here is I'm not sure how well it matches with the roof, but other than that, I think it looks nice. And because we're using that, I think we'll use the matching flower pots that came with Get Together as well. That might be too many flowers, actually. I'm also gonna grab some garden plots to put down so we can get a general idea of where we're gonna have everything. I don't know how big I want this to be though. We're gonna definitely want a big family living here to take care of this farm. This might be a little excessive. We can definitely cut back on it, probably. I will let you guys let me know. I'm doing 5 rows of 8 plots, which is quite a bit, but we still have so much empty space on this lot, so there's probably more that I could do or something I'm not thinking of, so we shall see. I'm just gonna dirt up this area, add some terrain paint, just a general layer. We will add more detail to that at a later time. And I also want to sort of draw out an area for us to do a bunch of landscaping next time. So I'm thinking something like this, and then probably some more of that maybe like here as well. Just give us a starting point for next time. And then I could also see some of it here. It could even wrap around the side of this build and maybe even the side over here as well. Okay, that's starting to fill out a little bit more. We could even add like more pond space. There's a lot we could add to this build, but I think this is a good place to end part 1. Do let me know what you guys think, what we should do next, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, because this was a lot of fun to build, and I'm really happy with how this is coming out so far. But I'm gonna leave this part here. Let me know what you think about all the decisions, things you think we should include, get rid of, change. And I guess I will see you guys in the next part of this. Make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. That really does help me out. And of course, click the little bell to be notified if you want to be notified when I post a new part. All right, bye everybody.